Are we on?
You're on.
Are we live? No! I'm just looking at my phone here, everybody. I'm trying to check us out. Just making sure that we're actually up and running. So it looks like we're live.
You're the one that usually starts these
I
things,
usually
so
start
I
these
was
things.
like, oh, I should let him do his thing.
There we go.
And we're live. So hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Absolutely. This is another opportunity for us to get together to cook from our Father's kitchen here at St. Mary's. Today we are celebrating, I don't know, Cinco de Mayo late?
Yeah, I guess so.
guess.
Also, it's Fiesta Friday, right?
It is Fiesta
Yes.
Friday.
So that's what we've decided.
It is Fiesta Friday with two special guests.
Yes.
One in particular who is taking on a new responsibility here in our schools at Notre Dame Schools. We have with us the new principal for Notre Dame Elementary, Michelle Ashley. Yeah, welcome. We also have with us her mom, Teresa Metzler, who works on Saturday. They both support each other in those chairs over there while we're having Fiesta Friday.
It's true.
It's so true. Just helping each other along. So today we're making homemade tacos, homemade tostados. You can use these for quesadillas. You can use them for tacos. You can use them for whatever you'd like. But almost even a little bit, the flour ones even taste a little like naan bread. For Indian food, you could use these for.
Oh, that would be
these
delicious.
you could use these for anything. So
Yes.
all about it today. So before we kind of begin, I'm gonna move Jordan's list just a little bit. I'm just gonna.
Of course he does.
I know it's what we do here. It's what I do. I'm the pastor. It all comes back to here, right?
Thank you.
First of all, we want to thank all the people who have helped us out, or we've helped ourselves through their restaurants and through their stores. I want to shout out to my girl Lori at Williams-Sonoma at Polaris today. She said that she would be watching, right? So because she opened the doors for me, because I couldn't find a tortilla press anywhere. And so we tried Walmart, we tried Kohl's, we tried everywhere. And so they were able to open for me yesterday at Williams-Sonoma at Polaris. And we have a tortilla press and also some drink mixes that are going to help this afternoon go even that much better.
Also, real quick, if you hear a pig noise in the background, it's Finbar.
It's Finbar.
Just so you know, like if anybody's hearing that, you're going, what in the world? Do they have a live pig today? No, we don't.
No.
It's just Finbar.
It's just Finbar having fun.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Right, absolutely. So we want to thank Williams-Sonoma for this apron and all the things over here today.
Yes.
So I want to start by just allowing Michelle to introduce herself real quick. Just to tell us a little bit about yourself and what it feels like making such a big switch in your life, right?
Okay. As we know, I'm Michelle Ashley. I was born and raised Catholic. I've been a member of St. Monica's Catholic Church my entire life. My mother, Teresa, and Kevin Metzler, who are very active in the Catholic community. I have 3 brothers, 3 sister-in-laws, and lots of nieces and nephews. I have been married to my husband, Bob, who's also the football coach at Notre Dame High School. It will be 21 years we'll have been married this June.
Oh, congratulations.
I know, quite a long time. Wow. And we have a daughter, Gracie, who will be a freshman at Notre Dame High School, which is just, that's hard to believe that she's that old. Let's see, I have been teaching for 23 years. My first year of teaching was up at Notre Dame High School. That's where Bob and I met. That was many years ago. And I've been at Valley ever since as the 8th grade math teacher. And I have quite a passion for teaching, and I thought I would be there forever, but apparently God had big plans in store for me. So here I am. And I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to the opportunity and to the challenge, and I'm ready.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Hi, Finbar.
Well, we are so happy to have you with us today as we embark on this,
This is going to be great.
This is going to be great
And-
because we're also, I mean, even though the recipe is very simple, this past summer, most of you know that I spent some time in Costa Rica and trying to learn Spanish. Anyway.
Also though, I think people are also super excited because I see the comments coming in. And Sherry Carver responds, thirsty! Exclamation points. So I think she's sensing a theme here. And so Lauren,
Fiesta Friday turned into Thirsty Friday real quick for Sherry Carver out there.
It really did. Billy Sherman says, this should be crazy. Love it.
This should be crazy.
And then we have a lot of hi everyone's. Mary Beth Odell is watching. Hi Mary Beth. And let's see. And Lauren Leslie says that she is also having tacos.
Oh,
So
really? Well,
everybody's
fantastic.
on it. So
maybe you want to send
guys,
us a picture so
yes,
we can see.
Yes, Fiesta Friday.
Fiesta Friday for everyone.
So Father Joe,
Yeah.
since you have become the resident expert
Yeah.
on these whole taco things, tortillas,
Right. Yes.
would you walk us through your recipes that you learned?
Absolutely. So my recipe comes right off the bag. That's all that I mean, really. So just like my grandma's recipe for bread and sweet rolls, so it comes right off the bag from Maseca, and it's very simple. So it is 2 cups of the instant corn masa flour and 1.5 cups of water, right? So you take that, combine it in the bowl until it forms a nice dough.
I'm laughing because I'm sorry. So I didn't
Wowzers.
because I'm laughing because Mary Beth says Father Tuttle looks like a gangster.
Father Tuttle is a gangster.
Well, I want to thank Dr. Angie for this mass. It's not a gangster mass. It's a Divine Mercy mass.
Exactly.
But
I'm sorry.
if I need
Here we
to
go.
later on, I can turn it inside out and rob the bank.
There you go.
Jesus, I trust in you. Right? Jesus, I trust in you.
So
Right,
anyway,
so 2 cups of the masa
There we
flour.
go. Yeah, so there we go.
Welcome back, Ray
Back to the
fans.
recipe.
Okay, it's time.
And then drink. Yes.
Right, and then have a drink. And then you work the masa dough with the water until it becomes a nice dough that when you crush it, and when you press it into your hands, it leaves the mark, right? So it just comes. It's a little it's a little moist.
Play-Doh-like?
It's almost Play-Doh-like, exactly. And you form I don't know, what are those, about 1.5 inch size?
Almost like a ping pong.
Almost like a ping pong ball. And then what's nice is this press. That we
He's
use
so
as cast
excited
iron. I'm
about
so
this.
excited about
He's
this
so
press.
excited, guys.
Right, and also to help, Jordan reminded me of this, but this is a little trick, especially we learned down in Costa Rica, we use parchment paper, we use a plastic bag that you cut in half, place that over the 2 parts of the, right, this is your tortilla press, place the ball right there in the center of the press, you push down, and it's got a press on it. Press it down. Thank you, Fulcrum. And there you go. There is your tortilla. Voila.
Yeah.
It comes right off, and then you throw it in your pan. So, I'm going to bring it over here so you can see it. We have a cast iron skillet that we're actually cooking the tortillas on, and it's over medium heat with a little oil. And you leave it until it starts to turn brown, right? So they come out nice and beautiful, just like this. And these are homemade tortillas. You don't have to go to Kroger right now and go buy your mission tortillas right out of the bag. You can actually make these at home with the kids. This is something that is.
Kids would love
this is COVID cooking for the kids, right?
Right.
Cooking. That's what we
Exactly.
want.
Everyone's been
right.
asking. This is something that you can do with
Right.
your kids. It's so simple and inexpensive.
It really is, actually.
Yeah.
It really is. Truly. Honestly. So because of this, so the masa here, and then water, right? And that's, I mean, you can't argue with that in
You can't
terms of
argue with
it, in terms of ingredients.
No.
And
And they're nice. So they've got a nice texture to them. You can bend them. You've got your tacos. You can do so much with these.
Yeah, little mini.
masa
How
flour.
cute would these be, guys? Little mini quesadillas,
Exactly.
right? Like how cute. Kids would love this, and they could top it however they want. they would be totally into that.
Exactly, and so we do have a variety of toppings. We'll
Yeah,
get
so-
to those in just a minute. But
Yeah.
we also have, if you're like me, I don't like the store-bought corn tortilla, right?
Oh,
I don't like it. It's not one of my favorites. So making them homemade tastes much better.
really does.
But I also like the flour tortilla. So you use just regular all-purpose flour. You use a little bit of my good friend lard. The Snowcat Morel lard is so good, so flavorful. A little baking soda and a little water until you form nice little balls like this, about the same size with the masa flour. Then you press them and then you cook them. It's so simple.
I mean-
and this is something all of us can do at home. And whatever is falling, there goes my collar again. It's been falling. It's been falling. I'm a fallen angel today.
Yeah.
I've been falling all day today, so this is it. If you don't have a tortilla press, right?
Just use what you have.
Use what you got.
So,
right? You've got two
plates.
plates. Flip them over. Use
Yeah.
the plastic bag and
Yes.
and smash it.
There
Right.
you go.
So it works just
Pan,
the same.
whatever.
Pans, right? If you've got two pans at home, you can use that. Cast iron works nice because it's nice and heavy. But whatever it is that you have at home, I want to
Sure.
grab this towel so I can show them the
Sure.
tortilla maker here. This is a nice flat cast iron skillet, right from the Kroger here in town, right? But it's a nice Lodge skillet that gives a nice surface to make the tortilla on,
Right.
and
Right.
so easy to cook, right?
Right? Why not? Why not? So, having said all that, I think it's time that we have some tacos and
Absolutely.
like maybe feed our guests. Also, this is an opportunity, Teresa. We had the chance to have Michelle introduce herself and talk about herself a little bit, but of course, we would be remiss. We need to have Teresa talk about herself a little bit. So, would you please?
Well, I'm Teresa Metzler, and I'm actually a staff member, and I am the hospitality coordinator and outreach to the homebound, and Michelle's mother.
So how's that working out right now with COVID-19?
What do you?
Well, we're on hold with a lot of
Right.
things,
Yeah.
and so, but we're also doing other things. So
Exactly.
we
Exactly.
step in and fill in the little
Sure.
places and-
Absolutely. Right. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking over your way because would you guys like some tacos?
Well, absolutely.
Great.
Well, sure they would.
Great. Any
Am I allowed to
particular?
take my mask off to eat it?
Yes,
or
you
do I
can
have
take
to
your
eat
mask-
it?
You're allowed.
to
We'll approve that. We'll approve that.
I'd like to see you try and eat it with your mask on if you want.
And then you would go, that's why Father hired her.
Many talents. I have many talents.
Would you like corn or flour?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Perfecto.
There we go. Solve that. Thank you.
Solved it.
Okay, so while I'm assembling some tacos, so let's see. I'm thinking we need to discuss something, guys.
Yes.
So this is a controversial thing.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready? All right. So now I'm of the opinion that Greek yogurt.
Oh.
All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Here, I'm going to even take my mask off for this. Okay, I think that Greek yogurt can substitute as sour cream. Discuss.
Food is not the same, folks.
Okay, so for me, I think it's perfectly acceptable. It's tangy, it's thick. I mean, and also, like, what more do you need? It's basically sour cream, just a hair thicker.
Just
That's
a
all it is.
hair thicker.
But you know what?
And
Just
tastes
let it go
nothing
with
like
water.
sour cream.
It does too.
It tastes nothing like sour cream.
So we've been having a real debate about this.
Well,
So
two
two
years.
Uh-oh.
I disagree.
And
So
so,
why substitute?
huh?
Why substitute?
Because
Exactly,
of the health
Teresa.
benefits. The health benefits,
Oh,
the
okay.
probiotics and all that fun stuff. And also,
I can take a pill for that. I can take a probiotic pill.
also, there has been such conversation elation about this, ladies and gentlemen, that I finally broke down and wrote sour cream on the package to help people, discuss this. So anyway, so please talk to us. What are your opinions about this?
I don't know. I can't find the.
Okay, we need some help, please. Would you help us find the
Tech support,
opinions?
Paul Baum.
Tech support.
Yes. Would you help us while I assemble tacos?
Delicious tacos, Jordan.
Yay! Great. Oh,
Easy.
I
There we
guess I
go.
should also talk about what's over here. That'd be a good.
Yeah, what toppings you got
talk
there?
about that.
Okay, so as you all know and have figured out, when it comes to our cooking, we're very much wing it cooks. And there's really no, yes, we follow recipes, but we really don't follow recipes. And so,
You do what you want, right?
yes, I do what I want. Anyway, so what we have here is a bean mixture. So all it is a can of black beans with onions, a little bit of salsa, water, a smattering of garlic powder, cumin, whatever you have on hand. And basically, I've let it cook down to where the flavors all meld together.
Well,
and
I
all
can
that.
say, Jordan, that so many of our online lookers say, guess what? Yogurt is not the same as sour cream. You are going out? No, they said. Mary Beth Odell.
Mary Beth.
No.
Doesn't that help me? Music
No, we're
director,
talking
doesn't that
about
help? No?
All of your friends in streaming land.
I guess all my friends are
No,
not
thank
my
you.
friends. So
I'm with you, Jordan.
Thank you. Michelle and I, here we go. Boom.
Well,
Here we
I
are.
still have that contract.
So anyway, so also over here, I have some caramelized peppers and onions. I also have some cheating chicken, aka I went to Kroger and bought a rotisserie chicken, and then Father Tuttle so graciously
Oh man,
shredded
that
it.
chicken looks good, doesn't it?
I know, he's just so humble too.
Good
isn't he?
job.
I know. Good
Took a
job,
while to
Father
break it up,
Tuttle.
let me tell you.
And,
We're so happy.
We're so happy. And so we've got an accoutrement here of salsas.
Yeah, we want to thank Mary Saltzman for stopping by and giving us a
Absolutely, yes.
Mary Saltzman
God
salsa.
bless you, Mary
Yeah,
Saltzman.
that's very
Yes,
kind of her
very
to
kind of you to do that.
And then we also, of course, have some cheese because can you have things without cheese? Is that a thing?
No.
I feel like
Yes.
no. I feel like no. So anyway, I've got an accoutrement here for these guys.
Everyone wants some of that dollop
I
of.
know.
Oh, would you like
It's very
some?
French.
Some
Accoutrement.
cream.
I would like a dollop of the.
Okay, here we
Would
go.
you like a dollop of the non-sour cream?
Yes, just
That would be
slap it on
great.
there. Yeah.
Okay, let's get
Everyone is supporting us on the no sour cream.
Exactly.
Great.
Exactly.
Would you like
Because
to
margarine's the same as butter, right?
Well, thanks.
Okay,
So-
even Billy Sherman, thank you. Friends can differ in opinions, but yogurt, no.
See, friends, thank you, because I feel very justified.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
wow.
So, but,
Oh my God.
so, anyway, Jennifer,
Farasek, we're making a mess in the kitchen, so you just better get over it. So, I saw
How
that.
are they, Teresa?
yes,
Delicious.
Are they good?
Look, Finbar approves if he's there
Yes,
sitting
it's
and dating
true.
one.
It's true.
He
Watch
thinks
out, they'll jump up. Be
Yeah.
careful.
he will steal it right out of your lap.
So, I'm going to sneak a drink of my margarita here, and then we're going to talk about this a
Oh,
little bit.
drink of the day.
Right, yeah, we've got the
Yes.
drink of the day.
Yeah, we need to talk about
We
that.
do, because you know what? We're trying many things today. This even if it is, Fiesta Friday and margaritas go right along with Fiesta Friday, we're also trying today some blood orange peach spritzer from Williams Sonoma. So maybe you can see a theme here.
Can you
Williams
tell where
Sonoma.
Father went yesterday?
Yes, we can tell. I was able to get out of the house yesterday, and I was able to visit Williams Sonoma. I was introduced to Williams Sonoma back when I was in college. I dated a lovely young lady who worked at Williams Sonoma, and Chris taught me a lot about life, love, and Williams Sonoma. And so I appreciate Williams Sonoma very much. So we're using their margarita mix. We first made a mango margarita with the margarita mix. Then we're going to make the blood orange peach spritzer. And then also, thank you, William Sonoma, we have decanted and aerated a nice Cabernet Sauvignon for this afternoon to help top things off as we switch between sweet and savory when it comes to these toppings. So it's been quite an experiment for all of us today.
Yes, it has.
So let's try the peach spritzer again because it's really one of my favorites.
Do you think this needs to be turned over here?
Oh, they're good right there. Look, they're smoking just right. They're smoking just right. It's exactly how you want them.
That's why I'm here.
Principal's on it already.
Exactly, she's already on it.
Yeah.
She's on patrol.
She's keeping us in line.
Exactly. So the peach spritzer, I'm gonna turn that down just a hair because it's just life on the fast lane. The peach spritzer, it is 2-to-1, right? So where would I put the doggone thing again? You know what? I've lost the peach spritzer about 3 or 4 times this afternoon. But this is nice because it has the peach puree and the blood orange in it, and natural agave syrup, and a little bit of lemon juice. So there's a hint of tartness to it, but it's so magnificent. So it's one part of the peach spritzer mix. And you know what? You do it to taste. We can talk about recipes all day long, but it's all about the taste.
It really is.
Now this is an Andre Peach Moscato. It's a little sparkling, and then you mix 2 of that in there too, whatever, right?
Feel it out.
Exactly, and then you have this beautiful, beautiful drink. This is great for a Sunday brunch.
Ooh, now that would be nice.
This is a Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be delish. Yes.
Oh, that's magnificent.
See, it's so good.
That's magnificent. But I'm going to go back to my happy place here.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my mask back up here. But the other is also, you can use a little Prosecco, a little sparkling sweet wine, dessert wine.
Yes.
That makes this peach spritzer even come to life even a little bit more.
Right.
So I suggest either one of these kind of products. This was just on Kroger's shelf. It was the only one I saw. Maybe they've got a couple others, but the Andre Peach Moscato, way to go this afternoon.
It's very tasty.
It is very tasty.
Highly recommend. Highly recommend. So,
How are you ladies doing over here?
She highly recommends it as well.
Exactly.
Great. Can I refill you on tacos or anything?
I think those are delicious.
So maybe Michelle, while we're sitting here, and one of the things I'm sure people want to know, especially as you're ready to take on at Notre Dame, is what's your vision for the elementary school?
What's my what?
What's your vision?
Oh, well, that's a good question.
Right, it is a good question. It's why I thought of it.
Good job, Pastor.
Yeah.
In the cooking world, I would see the recipe for success.
Oh!
I see what you did there.
I see it.
My vision, I see, would be to have strong leadership, strong communication, and that's with the principal and the teachers, the students, the parents, with the priest, with amongst the 2 schools.
Right.
High expectations for everyone. For myself, I would hold myself accountable, the teachers accountable. High expectations for the students. I think there has to be trust. I mean, they are going to have to learn to work with me, and I'll have to earn their trust and building a relationship with them. That I'm here, that we can all work together. Good discipline, and of course, excellent academics, and that would include our faith. Our faith encompasses it all. So those are just off the top of my head a few things that.
So when it comes to academics, you've been working on academics for the Valley School System, right?
Yes.
And so what was your position there besides being just the 8th grade math teacher?
In addition to the 8th grade math teacher, I serve on lots of committees. I'm part of the building leadership team and our district leadership team, which looks at data. We're very data driven in helping us make decisions on best practice strategies and things that we think that the school needs. And so I'm a part of a lot of that. So I'm hoping that will help in my new tenure as principal.
Sure, absolutely. Fantastic. I think that's that would be wonderful.
And she fit in very well, didn't she? Right in with the cooking thing, right?
Exactly. right into the community, right into our cooking show.
Right. Guys,
I think it's
not to toot my own horn here, but these
Is
are
that
really
right?
good.
Yeah.
These are really good. I'm really, genuinely, I'm pleased.
Yeah,
These
absolutely.
are tasty.
Delicious.
So Michelle, what do you think for? I know I'm coming back to you.
No, I know.
this-
I'm just deciding. I'm
She's
gonna
trying to
take
get
this off while
to distract me. A good student in the classroom. What is? What about? Parents right now are even though you are teaching, they have to be on their students, right?
Right.
So what can parents do? See, there you go. I love it. You see him? He jumps up like a whale out of the water. So, and I'm trying the sour cream and yogurt thing.
That was so good. It's
Oh, I'm sure it is. So, okay.
There's a whole thing there, folks. There's a whole thing.
But what can parents do to help themselves out, but also their students in the midst of being home? I know school's almost over now for the rest of the year. What can students and their parents do, in the midst of this pandemic with their schoolwork? But also, I've talked to. Maybe that's the next question. I'll let you answer that one first.
Okay. Well, I mean, trust me, I've been there. I'm on both ends. I've been teaching for 23 years, and this remote learning as a teacher has been some of the most challenging times that I've ever faced. Having to come up with new and creative ways to reach my students, so I understand. But I'm also a parent that's watching my child do work and trying to watch the videos that the teachers are posting and things like that. And so I'm just there and kind of, as support. I'm just there, just to sit down with her if she's not sure on how to do something. I'm trying to, to read and help her out along the way. That's what I've been able to. Of course, I'm an 8th grade math teacher, so that has, that helps.
Right, that helps a little bit.
I think not.
What about for the parents who are not teachers?
That's what I said. I know that it's so frustrating when if you're not a teacher, because that has helped me with helping with Gracie. But at this point, what I would say is we're almost done. Fingers crossed.
Right.
We've just got like another week. Hang on, and be a little bit more lenient. I think these are difficult times for us all, and just to let it be what it is. And like even the learning, it will, as soon as we get back to school, I think everybody will be understanding and what was not taught, what was taught at home, and we'll review those things and we'll bring all that stuff back so that they don't miss out. So I would tell parents to just finish out the year the best that they can and know that we'll pick back up. I'm talking to you instead of there. That we'll pick up this fall. It'll all be okay.
What about, because I've talked to some students and parents who they don't do learning well.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of a way that they can, as parents, can help their students, especially over the summer?
Yeah,
preparing for coming back to school.
Right.
We've been out for almost 60 days now.
I know, it's a long time. Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of online. You can Google any online educational program in math and language arts that they could be doing over the summer. I would also, one of the things about this stay-at-home time that I am loving is I'm
sorry, Michelle. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's not my
It's part of being on my track.
It's your mom. It's not
Oh my
me.
gosh. Okay.
It's fine. I'm just leaving it on her. It's fine. Go ahead.
One of the things about this time at home, I feel like that we're getting back to the old-fashioned family fun. Like we're spending time together. We're sitting down having meals together. We're playing board games. And so over the summer, when we get out and do these things with our children, I mean, let's say you take a hike. Spending time together. Well, when you come home, have your child, I should say, write about it. Like, give me a paragraph about what, was the most exciting thing we did today. Or get a book in their hand. We do so much stuff online and so many apps online. Spend some quality time each day, 30 minutes a day where the house is completely quiet and everybody in the house is reading a book. Those are things that I think that we can do over the summer. And I think the adventures that we take our kids on, the hiking and going on these little day-to-days those are so educational. Get out and do stuff.
Right.
So those are some of the things I would suggest during the summer. So.
Were you going to say something, Teresa? You look like you're all poised and ready to go.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say that I think that everything you do is you can take whatever as a retired teacher, but also as a mom. I think that whatever you do, it's the questioning, it's the inquiry, it is the talking about things. It's getting your children interested in something that sparks their curiosity, sparks their passion, that they want to learn about things. And as you do that, it makes them want to learn. And that is what really sparks that learning and wanting. And that to me is, if you can get your children in that place, you couldn't, that's the best thing as a parent you could do.
You know, I'm thinking, and this is why I am who I am.
Right. Now I'll put my mask on.
All right. So how about cooking skills? What are some of your cooking skills? Do you have?
Okay, so it's been very fun to be here today. I'm gonna say, and the hour before the show, watching them prep, I'm fascinated. I'm not. It doesn't mean I don't cook. Although Gracie and Bob are going to be watching and going,
your macaroni casserole.
I do have a couple of dishes that are fan favorites. I cook like what my mom cooked in the. I'm basically tacos, chili. I'm not a little schwans.
A little schwans? Never heard anybody. Right?
But I do have a few little things that I make that are good.
What are your favorite things?
That I make?
Yeah.
I think one of the best things I make, they have different names, but those like Danish wedding cookies.
Okay.
Snowball cookies or whatever.
Yeah.
I make them only at Christmas time, but they're out of this world.
They macaroni casserole.
I make a very
Thanksgiving
good
every year. We look forward to macaroni.
It's a bake. It's not your typical
baked macaroni.
Really
oh my
good.
goodness.
God, I do. I
do that. See, I do that. Really?
You're a cook. It's there.
There.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
Hey, great. That's great.
That's marvelous. That's so fun. Let's take a look at any comments coming in here.
Let's see. I don't know what that's referring to. So
Let's see.
No butter is butter.
I don't know, Father Tuttle. Did you
Father,
make a comment
did you
about
make a
butter?
comment? Did you make
My
a comment?
point was that the correlation between yogurt and sour cream is like saying, yeah, let's get some margarine because it's like butter. And so they were agreeing that butter is butter. So.
But wait a minute.
Butter is butter.
Okay. Anyway, so.
Okay.
The debate continues.
Right,
The debate
exactly.
continues, folks. I'm still on Team Greek yogurt, just so we're clear.
Sour cream
Even
sure
if I
doesn't
have
taste
to
like
put-
sour cream to me. So.
Even if I have to put sour cream on a container to get
It is
people
a little
to eat it,
thicker. It's just a little thicker.
Okay,
It's a
well,
consistency
I think
thing.
it tasted really good.
See?
did you? Is that the first time
I've got converts.
There are converts
I've
here
got
among us today.
I got it.
Hey, what did you think of it when you tried it?
What did I? Because you did see I put it on there.
You
right?
did.
I
You
wanted to
did.
try
You
it.
did.
Just a little thicker than sour cream.
See?
But I mean,
It's a-
what about
it's a-
flavor?
it's a
What about
consistency
flavor?
thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
For
then,
the
like,
flavor,
just.
well, it depends on which. Sour creams are not the same across the board, right? So if you use a really good sour cream, it doesn't. I don't know. There's a difference in the
bite?
In the bite.
Yeah, like
There's
the
a difference
tanginess.
in the tanginess. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. But see, I'm also, okay. So, again, another insight into the Jordan brain. Okay.
welcome back to Jordan's brain, everyone.
In case you want to know.
Here we go.
Anyway, so I like to also look at ingredients and go, okay, how many purposes can I have out of this ingredient? And so for me then, Greek yogurt, I look at it and I go, oh, it can be my sour cream. It can be my yogurt like in granola. It can be my sour cream substitute in baked goods. It can be it can be so many different things.
It can be my daily probiotic.
It can. And so see, anyway.
They make sour cream with probiotics in them, by the way.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, it's called Greek yogurt.
Let's see. Steve Ware says, and
I want some of Teresa's cookies.
Yes, so.
You want some of your cookies.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
probably
love
you brought some RCIA.
cookies? Oh, yeah.
The ones you brought to RCIA.
Yeah. What were those, Teresa?
Hey,
She doesn't remember.
They were from Schwann's.
Oatmeal nuts. Oatmeal walnuts.
Okay.
That sounds tasty.
Hey, absolutely.
Sounds tasty. And let's see. Oh, and Billy Sherman says, best wishes for a great time at Notre Dame. Valley will miss you.
Thank you, Jamie Warnock. Putting Greek yogurt on tacos is like rooting for Michigan. I will pass.
We were friends.
I love it.
And also, Paul Baum.
That is hilarious.
The opinions of Jordan Waring do not reflect the official position of Science Catholic. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Paul, for your support, man. Appreciate it.
That
Appreciate
is totally awesome.
I love it. I love it. See, and this is why we have so much fun.
Yeah, that's right. We have to protect ourselves legally. Exactly.
And see, this is why we have so much fun here, guys.
It is why we have so much fun
We've
here.
been invited down every week.
Oh,
we just want to watch. We just want to watch from afar.
Exactly.
Oh.
We've invited everyone to come down and look through our window during
It's
COVID-19, but
We're
today
tempted to do a drive-through.
I know, but we have no visitors with us today except the two
Yeah.
here with us. So
Yeah.
that's probably better.
Not,
It's probably better.
Right, and also, but of course, you guys are also most welcome.
Thank you.
Always, anytime to come down
Yes, yes.
and watch us, you know.
Oh, and Mary Beth Odell says a cookie cook-off.
Ooh, a cookie
man.
cook-off.
I think that could be all right.
My mom says hello to both of you. Yes.
Oh,
She goes, it's good to see Teresa and the new principal.
Oh,
And we're both looking at you.
Hi, Father's mom. Hi, Marilyn Yoko. Yes.
I love it. I love it. This is great. Oh my. So, a cookie
Goodness,
cook-off.
a
Huh?
cookie cook-off. That could be certainly.
I think that this could be great. Okay, so also, this is why it could be great, guys. Because Father Joe has openly admitted that he is not a cookie man.
I am not a cookie baker. No.
He is not a good cookie baker. And I don't understand why exactly.
I don't know either.
Okay, there's a thing
But
there.
I've come
I don't know what
I've
it
come
is.
into my own with baking the cinnamon
Oh,
rolls.
it's true.
And bread.
You've been a baker.
I've been a
house.
COVID-19 baker.
You have.
I've been baking more than Keebler Alpha, yeah.
He has been, like, seriously, guys? Okay, so it really genuinely feels like every other day there's an update. And, like, there's like oh, hey, look what I made! And there's like 5 loaves of bread.
How did the bread taste? Because I saw
That was wonderful. That's
It was.
right.
It was very tasty.
I was baking bread the day that we signed Michelle's contract, right?
Yeah.
I got to see that bread coming out of the oven.
Come right out of the oven and
Yeah.
smell the whole house up. Yes,
Right.
it smells wonderful.
But you didn't offer a sandwich.
I didn't offer not one single slice. I don't know. My mom will have to attest to that
Oh, there
because
we go.
she
There we go.
got. There were a couple loaves of bread sent to London. Yes.
There we go. There we go. See.
Exactly.
And some cinnamon rolls. You were at it with cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I was
as
at it with
well.
cinnamon rolls on Wednesday, and so they
Yeah.
made their rounds as well. There's not
Yeah.
one left.
Yeah.
So.
Can't have good, half bad. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Can't have
They
good,
weren't half bad. I don't think.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome.
It is.
Yeah,
This is
so
yeah.
I
Exactly.
feel like we've made enough of a mess.
We have made a big mess today.
I think so.
We always if we're not making a mess, then we're not having fun.
It's true, actually.
Right.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So also a shout out there to my sister-in-law Ariana. She was watching today with the kids, and she goes, it looks like you guys have so much fun. I wouldn't mind working for you either.
Oh,
Right?
there we
So,
go.
there you go.
There we go. There we go.
We do have a lot of fun
We
here
do.
at Cider Catholic.
Actually, we do. We
Right? Because if we weren't having fun, we'd all be crying.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
No, this is why we do what we do every
Yeah,
day.
it's actually.
No, we love it.
It really, in all seriousness, guys, we do love it.
We do.
We
love
do.
it.
We do love it.
And so this is just a way. There, Teresa's over there making a
And
mess.
it's time to wrap it up. All right, there's the alarm.
This is
That's
great.
our 5-minute warning, folks.
I love it. This is great. Teresa, can we just have you all the time? I just kind of enjoy having you.
Actually, I've had a wonderful time.
Right, that's good.
Actually.
I didn't think I was going to have a wonderful time, but actually, this has turned out to be not half bad.
Not half bad at all.
It's my middle name. It's my middle name.
So real quick, actually, before we get all excited and it's time to go. So, do you want to talk through this guy? Did you already talk about
No,
that?
I just said that we had it today as an offering. You know,
Okay.
this is one of those wonderful things. If you're in the wine world, to aerate your wine. And this is my new aerator yesterday. It was on clearance at Williams-Sonoma.
Are you sensing a theme?
And so is this new wine decanter. And so we're gonna have a try. This is
You
a
know, twist my
Josh.
arm.
I know.
Twist my arm.
This is a Josh Cabernet Sauvignon.
It even has
It
Williams-Sonoma
even
on the
has
bottom.
Williams-Sonoma laser etched in there, and it is such a lovely red. And so again, I know it opens up the whole flavor of the wine when you actually use an aerator. It changes. The air helps oxidize that wine, and it changes the flavor. It's so beautiful.
Spread it around.
Exactly. We got to share and share alike. So this has been another wonderful afternoon. We're going to do one of these soon because the bishop has written a letter for all of the faithful of the Diocese of Columbus, talking about how we're going to be reopening. And so maybe next week in our COVID-19 cooking, we'll talk a little bit more about reopening and what that's going to look like in our parishes, and what we have in store for the summer, at least through the middle, if not the end of September for the diocese and for our parishes. So it's because it's a lot.
It really is.
It really is a lot.
Yes.
And this would be a good opportunity and a good medium to use to be able to talk about those changes that are coming around the corner for all of us. Because what we knew is, you know, Mass is going to change a little bit, right? Because of masks, because of seating and hand sanitizing, right? Our churches, we're going to be shrinking our seating by almost 66 or not 70% less.
It's
right. So a parish like Holy Redeemer, we can only have 55 seats in now, compared to the 250 or 300 we had before.
right.
So there's Finbar. He's playing with his pig
Yeah,
again.
he's playing with the pig again.
So there's a lot of changes. We'll talk about those changes next week. But until we see you again, this has been another wonderful opportunity. Michelle, Teresa, do you have anything else to say about your time?
No, I just look forward to getting started. I can't wait to get in there and get it moving. Yeah.
Well, we are happy to have you.
Thank you.
It's going to be a great opportunity for us all.
Thank you.
All right. Well, God bless. Bon appetit until we see you again.
Cheers, everybody.
From our Father's kitchen. Cheers.